I'm Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Rebecca Johnson for the musical. So, Becca, what character are you playing?
The fairy godmother.
Do you enjoy the character that you're playing?
For the most part, I mean, it's a really fun character to play. It's just really challenging for me because I'm not usually in that kind of cute characteristic, so.
Do you plan on having a career in theater?
Yes. Oh yeah, I love theater so much, so I definitely want to have a career in theater.
How did you feel at the audition?
It was actually very nerve-wracking at the audition because I really, really wanted to get the lead. I didn't this year. I really wanted to.
Is it your first time being in the musical?
No, I've been in this musical program since 8th grade when they first did Flutterby, the first original production at the high school. So this is my last and final 5th year. So.
What is your favorite show that you've been in?
Definitely, I would have to say Anything Goes, because Anything Goes was the first production Mr. Farrell created at our school, and it was the first production that wasn't an original production. It was off-Broadway, and he brought just so much, before it was very amateur-like, amateur elements, and now it's so much more professional than it used to be.
What is your favorite part about the musical?
Oh gosh, it's definitely just for me. Being in a musical, acting, singing, and dancing. I love all three of those things, probably acting and singing more than I love dancing, but definitely doing all three things combined, having fun every day with my friends, just being around people that I love while doing the things that I love.
Thank you for allowing me to interview you today.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Calvin Poisson for the musical. So, Calvin, what character are you playing?
I play Prince Christopher, or Prince Charming.
So, is this your first musical that you've been in?
No. This is my 3rd year in the high school, but I've done musicals outside of school.
How did you feel when you found out what character you were playing?
I was kind of like, well, I couldn't have been the king, so I guess the prince was kind of what would be expected.
What is your favorite part about the musical?
Well, the songs are pretty catchy. I do enjoy the one song in particular, the Stepsisters, and then I think it's just hilarious. So that's probably my favorite part.
And what is your least favorite part about the show?
Moving that 16-foot platform around the stage.
Hi, I'm Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Victoria Stagpole for the musical Cinderella. So, Tori, what character are you playing?
I play the character of Portia, the evil stepsister.
How did you feel when you found out what character you were playing?
I sort of had mixed feelings about it because I didn't really know what role I really wanted. Either Cinderella, either any main role that was good for me. So I think after a while I accepted that I got Portia because I understood that it was more like me, but a little less too.
Is this your first time being in a musical?
No, it is not my first time being in a musical. I've been in many, many others. I think the first play I've ever been in was a musical.
What is your favorite part about being in a musical?
There's no really specific part, but it's always been when we perform it after a lot of hard work and know that we did really, really good and being proud of ourselves during the performance and just having a great time performing.
What is your favorite show that you've been in so far?
I think my favorite show I've been in was Alice in Wonderland that I did for Adams Theater.
My name is Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Allie Mule for post-musical questions. How did you feel on the opening night?
Really, really nervous. Definitely really nervous. A lot of work goes into opening night, and you never know how many people are going to show up. You never know if your advertising is going to work, and you never know what could go wrong, especially, so many things go wrong in practice, so you're just hoping nothing goes wrong on opening night. So everyone's pretty nervous, but, we all have our backstage rituals that we do. We're breathing and breathing exercises and get ready for the performance.
How did you feel knowing that you were playing a well-known children's character?
There's definitely a lot of pressure because you don't know how a lot of the kids in the audience are going to see you as. Definitely because it's not the original, like, it is the original Cinderella story. I mean, not the Grimm brothers, but the original Cinderella story. But it's not the Disney Cinderella that a lot of the kids know. So you never know really how they're going to react to it, and you never know if you're going to portray what they believe to be Cinderella. And luckily, I think I did a pretty good job of it. A lot of the kids afterwards came up. They wanted autographs. They wanted pictures.
If you had one thing that you could change about their performance, what would it be?
I would not fall down the stairs on opening night and injure my ankle. But that was kind of a fluke thing because we had a costume malfunction on opening night. So I was put in a dress that I had not worn before. So I was not used to wearing it. And there's a whole lot of extra fabric because it was a trick dress, but the trick dress for some reason was not working.
What was your favorite part of the musical?
Definitely getting to sing Impossible with Becca. That was a song that right from the beginning it just clicked with both of us. It was powerful. It was so much fun to do. And I love acting and I love singing with Becca. I think our voices match each other well. We complement each other. And it was just such a beautiful scene, and you move from impossible to it's possible, and we both take turns, and that's when we get the big carriage to come out, and it's all lighted and silhouetted, and it's all beautiful, and it was just really nice.
Thank you for coming and answering the questions.
Anytime. Thank you for interviewing me.
I'm Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Taylor Lambert. So, Taylor, how do you feel now that musical is done?
Really relieved, actually. It's a lot of hard work and exhausting sometimes, so it's really good that it's over and I can relax now.
What was your favorite part of the musical?
I think the dancing, because it was hilarious. Just watching people that don't dance is great.
You played the
Stepmother. Yeah.
So how did it feel playing like a children's character?
It was fun. I really enjoyed the character. It was hilarious at times because she just is insulting everyone 24/7, and it was just great. And she has really funny lines sometimes, and I just like to yell.
How did you feel on opening night?
God, it was insane. It's always really hard opening night. It's always like people are crying because they're stressed out, and like parents are there, and it's always really weird like performing in front of a crowd, and it's just been like feral in the pit for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just really strange when you just have like not a million, but like a bunch of people there that are like basically judging your performance. So it's really hard sometimes, but it pays off. You feel really, really happy at the end of the show, especially if it goes as well as ours did.
All right, well, thank you for coming and answering the questions today.
You're welcome.
My name is Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Jacqueline Jones. What was your favorite part about musical?
I just like being able to hang out with all of my friends because all of the people most of the people that I'm really, really close to in school all have something to do with musicals. So it's nice being able to hang out with them a lot after school and just have fun.
So, you played one of the stepsisters.
Yeah.
And how did you feel playing a well-known children's character?
I was a little bit sad about being one of the stepsisters. Like, I loved the character. I loved playing Joy. Because it was like, I get to be mean. Like, I mean, I hate being mean, so it was a really big challenge for me. So that's why I loved it.
What was it like backstage?
We did have a lot of people, but it was like still a small group.
How do you feel that you did on opening night?
I mean, opening night was the best night out of all three by far. I'm really, really glad that was the one that was videotaped. I was pretty proud of myself. I didn't, like, make any huge mistakes or anything like that. I knew my lines that night. The next night, not so much, but opening night, I was good.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Amber Boucher, and I'm going to be interviewing Lissa, Hilton, Harrigan. What was your favorite part about the musical?
My favorite part is pretty much the entire thing, just working with everybody else.
How did you feel on opening night?
Very, very nervous. I'm terrified all the time whenever I'm about to perform something for the first time in front of a big audience, but after a while you overcome the fear, but yeah, opening night was a little stressful.
What was one thing you wish you could have changed about your performance?
I just wish I wasn't sick. It kind of hurt my performance a bit.
Thank you for coming out today.
Thank you.